bigger event over the pond. It's happening. Perhaps you've heard just a few hours from now.
Oh, my gosh.
We're talking about the coronation of
Prince
King
William
Charles III.
And
right now.
Doing a live walkabout.
Making an appearance ahead of the celebration unlike anything we've seen in some 70 years.
Let's go on out to Savannah Guthrie. This is happening as we speak, Savannah?
It is. I'm not kidding. 10 seconds ago, the King's motorcade came right behind me, and they're headed to where William and Kate are right now. This is the mall out here right by Buckingham Palace. William and Kate's going and doing a meet and greet with the crowd, and King Charles himself will be there momentarily. So we'll continue to watch these pictures. You probably remember that William and Kate were out yesterday with the crowd. They went to a pub. They went on the Elizabeth line on the tube, which of course is Al Roker's favorite mode of transportation here in London. So they've really been out there trying to greet people, and it's really just adding to the excitement. Molly Hunter, our correspondent, is out there along this path, and that gives you a good look at this, what we're seeing. It's really the mall is sort of the lead up to Buckingham Palace. If you've visited London, you've no doubt walked on it, and now some of the assembled crowds, some people have been camping out already, hoping to get their piece of history and to glimpse the King and Queen, and they're getting more than they bargained for with a special hello from William and Kate. Molly, are you with me? What are you seeing?
Savannah, I'm just around the corner from you. So for viewers that are watching from home, Savannah is at Buckingham Palace, and I am just around the corner. And Savannah, King Charles has just arrived, and he is actually, I'm just going to have my cameraman pan over, he is greeting people that have been camped out for the last couple of days. As you mentioned, there are always those royal diehards, and we have been speaking to them for the last couple of days. These are people who have been camping out in the rain to get front row seats for the processions, which will happen tomorrow. The processions from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey, and then from Westminster Abbey back to Buckingham Palace. We'll go right along this route. But I gotta say, they are so exciting, getting so much more than they bargained for. So he is on the opposite side of the street. I'm watching him right now. Really take people's hands, take a moment to thank them, to greet them. And on my side of the street, we have Kate and Will, and you're hearing cheers, you're hearing hip hip hoorays. You heard a couple, "We love you, Charles." This is really unexpected, and you can just see all of those cameras that have been crowding around. That is where Charles is, right behind that tree over there. This is a really exciting way to kick off this weekend, Savannah.
And 24 hours from now, there will be a procession. As you mentioned, he will have been coronated as king. And it's been so interesting to watch these walkabouts, as they're called here, now that we speak the royal language. They really pause and spend a moment. Kate in particular, I noticed, she sits, you know, it's not like she says hi and breezes through. She really has been sitting and chatting with the crowd. A lot of the folks there asking, are you nervous? Are you prepared? Of course, Prince George has a big role to play tomorrow, but they've all been rehearsing, including King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla. They were practicing this morning at Westminster Abbey as well. So a lot of rehearsals have gone into this day. Molly, in fact, they even built a replica of sorts of the inside of Westminster Abbey off of the premises of the Abbey themselves, so there could be practice. Because I was told that in the coronation 70 years ago, they closed the Abbey for 5 months for practice. That was just not going to happen this time around. So they've all really been readying for this moment, and for Charles, his whole life, he's been readying for this moment.
Yeah, Charles has been waiting so long for this moment. The whole family has been rehearsing, and we have seen the Wales family, as you mentioned, Kate and Will, of course, and 9-year-old Prince George will be one of his grandfather's pages of honor. They will play a very big role, but we actually saw them at the Abbey, the whole family. Oh, and you can hear Kate and Will are getting a little bit closer to me, and so you're hearing the crowd get a little bit more excited. All of the kids, all of the Wales children will be there, but Prince George got to rehearse his role as one of the 4 pages of honor. This is a big deal for this family. This is a moment for the Wales' family to be really front and center. Savannah, we've been talking about that Buckingham Palace balcony wave all morning, of course, closer to where you are, to that view of the front of Buckingham Palace, and who exactly will be up there. We're pretty sure the whole Wales family, and of course their 3 little ones, will be up there. And certainly, I was talking to some of the super diehard fans who've been camping out in the rain and thunder, Savannah, for 3 or 4 days, and they say as soon as the procession goes by, they're going to ditch their tents and sprint up to Buckingham Palace to try to get a view of that wave. But I do also just want to say, watching Kate and Will, the Prince and Princess of Wales, Savannah, you're so right. They are taking the time. They are actually kind of pausing to have small conversations. And they're not moving down the line, I think, as quickly as some of the fans over here would like. But they're really taking a moment to kind of pay their respects to the people that have come here out of respect for the monarchy.
when these streets are expected to only
and you've
grow larger and more crowded
Charles
with
right
fans.
there.
What did you want to say, Molly?
I was just going to say, King Charles is now directly across from me. And so there he is waving to a very excited group of people. Savannah, we've been talking about the relevance, too, of the monarchy, but talking to the people out here, the thousands and thousands of people out here, they are so excited by the monarchy and they are so excited by this king. It's been really interesting to watch, and you can see that in the crowds right now, Savannah.
Well, it's happening just as we are speaking here, right behind me and right in front of Molly's shot there, and we'll continue to watch these pictures. But for now, Al, Craig, and Chanel, I guess they just wanted to wait until the third hour of today.
Absolutely.
Really started off with a bang.
For the big hour. The big hour.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
Savannah, I was wondering, there's been so much talk in the press about, this anti-monarchy movement, but it seems like moments like this kind of belie what we're seeing in the press, that there are a lot of Brits and a lot of folks around the world who still, are excited by this.
Oh, yes. And, of course, people who come here and camp out, I mean, these are the true believers. These are the ones who really just adore the royals. They want to witness a piece of history. Can you imagine? I always think about people who camp out day after day. And, I mean, we've had rain, sun, cold, heat, all of it. And their families might say, now, why would you do that? Here's the reason. Maybe a king or a future king or a princess of Wales will stop by and press the flesh. But to your point, Al, yes, of course, there are protests. There is a Not My King movement here. There are some who talk about a coronation being so very expensive in a time when there's a cost of living crisis here. But the palace, to the extent possible, has tried to be sensitive to those concerns. They want to make sure that protesters have the right to protest, but also that people who love the monarchy and want to be here and want to enjoy this piece of history, that they don't have their day spoiled either. So we're continuing to watch. It's just a moment that you feel really lucky to be here and to witness this piece of history.
It really is. And, of course, Savannah, you're going to be really anchoring our coverage tomorrow morning, starting at 5 a.m., from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. So, and I know you ran into one of our competitors, Mr. Michael Strahan.
Yes, I told you guys we were so lucky to get an invitation to tour Buckingham Palace, and we go in there, and who's there but Michael Strahan, of course, from that other morning show.
Yeah.
But we're buddies, and we got a little selfie right there.
I love that.
And it was really fun for all of us to get to see inside the palace.
Yeah,
really generous of them to spend that time.
must admit, I'm very proud. Deborah is co-anchor and co-hosting their coverage with Michael starting tomorrow. But that's enough. And by the way, Savannah, we should.
Al.
I know.
My wife, my friend. My wife, my friend.
I got to go with my wife.
Watch on NBC, right, Al?
Got to go with the wife, Happy wife. Good to see you, Savannah. Thanks so
Great
much.
job.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.